everybody, it's a beautiful January day here at Disney Springs and I've got something special for us. Enzo himself has invited us out to his secret speakeasy. Enzo's Hideaway Tunnel Bar is located underneath Maria and Enzo's. It's speakeasy themed and they have a brand new Roman inspired lunch, so let's go check it out. To get to the tunnel bar, there are a few different ways that you can take, but look for the signs. They'll point you in the direction. They've got this slot here where they can look out, make sure you got the right password and credentials to get in. So today we're here to try the new lunch menu that debuted in December, but I'm also going to tell you a bit about the theming and backstory here. The story of Enzo's Hideaway is that it's a speakeasy located in the tunnels underneath Maria and Enzo's restaurant. Maria and Enzo are Italian immigrants who came to the United States, created their Italian restaurant, but Enzo wanted to have a little bit of fun. During the 1920s and the Prohibition era, he built this speakeasy for rum running and other such tomfoolery. The story and theming are built into the design here, and we'll walk around a little bit and take a look at them, but first, let's have lunch. We've got a touchless menu here. Let's get that pulled up. Lunch menu. Since today is special because Enzo invited us out to check out his new lunch special, they're gonna be just bringing me items and I'm so excited to try like whatever their specialties are, but they started us out with delicious fresh bread, butter, and olive oil, and I can smell the bread. It smells so good. Right here on the table, it says to refresh and relax with their famous sangria. So I think we're gonna start out with refreshing and relaxing and bread. Let us begin. The bread feels warm too. Look at that. This has to be done. Oh yeah. That's good olive oil. That's good bread. Thank you.
You're welcome, of course.
Nice. So we've got our sangria and our first appetizer, or piccoli piatti. We're starting out here with the polpettine. These are classic braised meatballs with whipped ricotta, with a lemon sauce, Parmigiano cheese, and they're house-made. They smell amazing. They are definitely a highlight here. And they're house-made sangria. Cheers. It tastes strong and it tastes good. Very fruity, and it's got fresh fruit in it. Let me show you. And here's a look at the sangria from the top. You can see the fresh fruit pieces in there. Strawberry, apple, pineapple. I can't wait to dig into these meatballs. Now these meatballs are on the dinner menu, but the items we're gonna try after this are exclusive to the lunch menu, brand new and carefully put together by the chef and team here. Let's dig into these meatballs. They are a delicacy. Very popular item here, and for a reason. You want to grab some of that cheese and sauce to really get in there. The meatball is tender, savory, delectable. It's, again, a really popular item here for a reason. Scrumptious. Now while you're enjoying the sangria or the fancy cocktails that they're known here for, which we will be trying shortly, make sure you keep your eyes out because this is an underground operation and Enzo invited us here, so we don't want to get this situation busted up, you know? This is Prohibition era. Alcohol is a hush-hush situation here in Florida. It's so nice too, between the bites of the savory, to have that like cooling, refreshing sangria. I also really dig these coasters. Got your 1920s bartender there. We're gonna be trying 3 different lunch menu items today. All of these sandwiches were crafted by the kitchen. They are exclusive to Enzo's Hideaway and to the lunch. Now this is a really interesting sandwich because it is completely vegan, including the bread. This is the verdure panino. It's on toasted ciabatta sandwich with roasted eggplant, zucchini, red peppers, portobello mushroom, baby arugula, salsa verde, and mixed green salad, which all of them come with, and the salad looks lovely. This looks and smells incredible. A lot of people ask about vegan options, so I'm so happy to showcase this. Next up is the porchetta panino. Now these are all on ciabatta bread, but the other 2 sandwiches aren't on the vegan bread that the vegan sandwich is on. And so this one has roasted pork belly, baby arugula, grana padano, extra virgin olive oil, and then that mixed green salad. And then here on the end is the chicken sandwich, the pollo grigliato panino. Hopefully I'm getting that right. And that's grilled chicken with baby arugula, cucumber, pickled red onion, Kalamata olives, my favorite, feta cheese, and then another mixed green salad. We're gonna start with the vegan. Let's try this out. This is a big sandwich, so the whole thing is pretty large. Definitely a shareable. Ooh, it's falling apart for me messing with it, so let's just get to it. Oh my gosh, look at how nice this is. Delicious, full of flavor, very, very savory. Like, it doesn't taste like, if you don't eat vegan food normally, you might think that vegan food would be lacking. This is not lacking in anything. It is jam-packed with flavor. If I didn't know this was vegan, I wouldn't know. What a great start. You can taste that fresh olive oil. You can taste how fresh the eggplant is too. Like, everything just tastes so bright. I have been brought one of their more popular drinks, the hazelnut old fashioned. This is Knob Creek Frangelico, orange, Luxardo, maraschino, cherry. You see the cherry in there. Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. Let's drink it. I've kind of let it sit here a little, so I need to drink this. Cheers. Old fashions do tend to be like nice fancy cocktails that cocktail lovers really enjoy, but they also tend to be pretty strong, which makes sense for a Prohibition era themed speakeasy bar restaurant. It's so good. Wow, it actually really smells good. So I smell the orange really strong, and the hazelnut. I'm not kidding you. And I'm not saying this just because Enzo invited me. That's probably, let me just, the best tasting old fashioned I've ever had. And I've had them from fancy cocktail bars all over, because most of the time when I take a sip of an old fashioned, I'm like, right away, like, hit with just alcohol, but this is actual flavor, like the orange slice in there and the hazelnut flavor, even the Frangelico, like that herby taste, like it tastes herby in there, but like clean. It's like a very clean, fresh taste. I could actually drink this. Now, old fashions are meant to be sipped on slowly over time, so I'll be sipping on this throughout my meal, but I really like it. Look, it's really good. And it's just so smooth too, like it goes down smooth. I can see why this is a favorite here. Enzo really knows how to take care of his friends. I'll tell you what though, the service here is always really good and warm. I've dined here before and I've always had friendly, warm service. They treat you like family, like really just nice, just really friendly. And they're always willing to give you suggestions of like what on the menu are the more popular items or what you might like based on other things you like. But next up, we're gonna try another sandwich. The beautiful looking porchetta panino. It's a pork belly sandwich. You can't go wrong. Oh, the salad sliding. Can't go wrong with pork belly. And look at how large this one is. Woo! That's a big boy sandwich. It's in there. I can smell it, and it smells so good. Okay, big bites for big sandwiches. Let's do it. And it's a lot of pork belly too. Really good. I love arugula too. It's my favorite. The bread is so crispy and good. Let's not neglect the salad here. I like that dressing a lot. It's like a sweet vinaigrette. I'm chowing down on the salad, it's really good. Next up is the grilled chicken sandwich. I've heard quite a few people say this is their favorite on the lunch menu. It looks so good. It's packed with veggies. The chicken looks really nice. Again, that thick bread that's like crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. The sandwich is humongous. Let me show you. This is a two-hander. Look at that. I can like smell the olives. Not that it's a competition, because all three sandwiches are incredible. But if it was, this would be the gold medal winner. I see why this is a favorite for the lunch. It is so good. The chicken is cooked so beautifully. The cucumbers and olives in there are heaven. They are so good. Like everything you'd want like an Italian-y, like Roman-y type of sandwich to taste like. An olive fell out, and that is not going to waste. Those are the good olives, you know? Sam will be lucky if any of this sandwich goes home to him. Just kidding, I will bring half home to him. The pickled red onion too. I love pickled veggies in a sandwich. I am gonna go back in for some more of the vegan sandwich because I think that chicken's probably my favorite and this is my second favorite, but I would absolutely order this as my lunch and be perfectly happy because it is so good. I'm definitely surprised at how much flavor this sandwich packs. Nice cloth napkins are necessary because getting a little olive oil on the hands is just part of the experience. I know people say you should hold it by the stem so that your hand doesn't like warm up the glass, but it's just habit to grab by the glass. I don't know. Like the flavors get more mixed with time and I can taste like apple and like grape and like just all these different flavors in there, and it gets better the longer it sits there. We have been brought some dessert. This is the cannolo siciliano, and then we're also going to try the tiramisu, a classic Italian dessert, a favorite. I love tiramisu and I love these chocolate drops here. I'm gonna dig in. Oh, there we go. That's where we begin. We've got so much going on here still, but yeah, that's really good. Really creamy, but also like firm and nice. The chocolate adds such a nice touch. The orange is so fresh and yummy. Maybe I can't eat orange. I don't want to touch this tiramisu. It's too pretty. Look at it. Let's just get in there. Oh my gosh, look how soft that is. That is, I gotta get some of the chocolate. Look at how thick and soft and amazing that looks. Let's taste it. It's dripping a little. Now I know tiramisu is always good. It's a winner for a reason. The addition of that chocolate there is so good. It's so rich. That chocolate is amazing, but like also so light and so soft. That is probably one of the best desserts I've had here at Disney Springs. I don't think I'm taking this one home. This feels like something that needs to be eaten in the moment, you know, for the integrity of the dish. Chocolate. You heard her. Man, that is, ooh. Look, it's like velvety on the top. This is incredible. Yeah, I think the chicken sandwich and this and the meatballs, my favorite things. I'm going to box up the other halves of the sandwiches to bring home to Sam. So thank you, Enzo, again for feeding us for 2 days, but this isn't one I can take home, so I gotta finish it. Here's my sandwich box pile. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And they gave us a cute themed bag here. Enzo's Hideaway with our 1920s bartender on it. And now we're gonna take a walk around, look at some of the graffiti, look at some of the cool details in here, talk a little bit more about just the restaurant and the story. Enzo's Hideaway is a fairly new restaurant here at Disney Springs. They just opened in 2018. Maria and Enzo's upstairs is meant to be in an old abandoned airline terminal, but they didn't stop there because the whole retheme of Disney Springs is supposed to be like a turn of the century Florida town, and Maria and Enzo's history here goes back to the Prohibition era and goes deep into Disney Springs. And when I say deep, I mean underground tunnels. So apparently the underground tunnels were discovered and all the graffiti on the wall from back in the day, and they gave it a few modern touches and reopened it as this speakeasy style lounge with Roman inspired food and fancy cocktails. In the center of the dining room, we've got these pillars with gorgeous subway tiles, these round chandeliers. Now the booths here are lined with coat racks. You can see there's a fruit on top of them. There's like a pumpkin, an apple, and what do we have, like a pear here? But there's actual coat racks there. And then right outside of the entrance, they have this outdoor seating, which is really cozy and pretty, and they can set up like push tables together for large parties. And it's really cool because it's like you're under this bridge, under the bridge with the water, and it feels really nice. There are various types of seating. They have tables, booths, high tops, bar seating. There's a large sort of bar area in the middle of the restaurant too. These fridges hold meat and cheese that they use to make their delectable charcuterie boards. The lighting is soft and warm. Look at how cozy this is. And then back here They have the wine room, which you can request for like parties and special events. You really feel like you're transported to a different time. And then another cool detail is that the restrooms are actually shared with the Edison next door. They're both owned by Patina Restaurant Group. Even though the vibe is so different, there's still like a similarity in the sense that they're like from a different time. They both transport you to a different time and they both fit in with the new Disney Springs theming. So let me show you. I hear clanging around in there, so we're gonna wait a second. We're gonna wait because we don't want to get in anyone's way, and then you gotta knock to make sure no one's there. Okay, I think the coast is clear. So once you've knocked, you've checked, and you're clear, you can pass through, and this hallway connects the two restaurants, and we're gonna hop right in to the Edison. The bathrooms are shared, like this cool big sink out here. So the sink just turns on, it's like auto. Very cool. The Edison has its own whole separate theming, which I've talked about in videos before. It's like an old power plant, and it's got this transitionary area, this shared area, the restrooms, feels 1920s, and it fits both restaurants. You can enter or exit through the Edison as well to get in there. And if you do enter through the Edison, you head this way. It's been a minute since I've been to the Edison, so I'd love to do an updated video here soon, because it's really cool too. Let's head outside. And then outside, a gorgeous day at Disney Springs today. Just perfect. The weather feels amazing. The sun is shining. The sky is blue. The water is sparkling. And you can find art like this mural advertising the airline that used to exist where Maria and Enzo's currently exist. That's part of the theming and the backstory. Your wings to worlds of wonder. All right, so let's walk around a little more. Let's head up the stairs here because this is another way you can get in. The stairs or the ramp next to the water, and there's the entrance. But up the stairs is Maria and Enzo's. So let's check that out too. So upstairs is Maria and Enzo's Ristorante and Pizzeria. And here's another lunch sign for Enzo's Hideaway. This is also a weekend lunch, the lunch that I showed you. So it's only available on the weekends from 11:30 to 3:30. So in here is the pizza shop. It smells so good. And then right next door, the main entrance for Maria and Enzo's. And you can see passenger check-in and all gates. So they really went all in with the airline theming. Art Deco looking waiting room and ticket counter. I've also got Maria and Enzo's merchandise and Enzo's Hideaway merchandise. Got our little 1920s bartender guy here. So if you pass through all gates into the main dining room, it is really, really cool in here. It's a large dining room and it's themed like an airport. And they've still got the old like travel posters everywhere. It's got this like retro feel, the large windows. So both Enzo's Hideaway and Maria and Enzo's are themed like to a T. I really give them credit for that. Before I go for the day, I want to stop into Joffrey's because we have gotten hooked on their amazing coffee at home. So it's the 50th anniversary blend here. The Walt Disney World 50th anniversary blend. We've gone through a whole one of these. We're about to go through another. We love it. It's so delicious. It's our favorite. They have a lot of delicious coffees in here. But yeah, the 50th anniversary blend has become a favorite. So I grabbed another one. What a lovely, lovely time at Enzo's Hideaway. Now I've been here before for drinks and we've done like a dual thing where we've done the Edison and Enzo's Hideaway like back and forth for drinks and appetizers. And I've been here with a big group and we sat outside and it was lovely. It was really nice out there and we had a bunch of food and appetizers, but I've never been here for lunch. They just started this lunch in December and it's kind of like a new year, new lunch, delicious options, only on the weekends, only during certain hours. Everything was good. Like honestly, everything was really good. The chicken sandwich though was the top. The vegan sandwich was really surprising how tasty and delicious it was. Well, I've got sun flares going on there, don't I? And of course their warm service. Every time I've been here, whether for drinks, appetizers, whatever, we've been treated really well and given warm, nice service and just like embraced. And I don't know, it feels like a nice crew that works here. Like they get that it's a cool theme and they go with it and they all seem to kind of get along with each other and run the place really smoothly. So that's nice to see, especially in these times. We have seen like in the times that we're in, a lot of places struggling and being run in a way that isn't ideal. Nobody's fault, it's just the times, but Enzo's Hideaway has managed to continue to be run really well. And you can feel it when you're in there. We are deep into the afternoon, so the sun is shining bright today. It's just gorgeous today. January, I've mentioned this before, is a beautiful time to visit Orlando. It can get a little chilly sometimes, so when I left the house this morning it was chilly, but now it is warm. I am about to take this sweater off. Thank you to Enzo's Hideaway for inviting me out to try this lunch and share it with everyone today. I'm always upfront with you guys when I'm invited, and you're still always gonna get my authentic experience and thoughts on all of the dishes. Although I can't really imagine not liking any of the food or experience here, because I just know from experience that it's just a great spot, kind of a hidden gem here. Even though the theme is like a hidden secret bar, everybody's welcome, but it is kind of a hidden gem, I feel like. So hopefully this opened your eyes, showed you what it's like to see if it's something that you would like to visit when you are here. And it's another one on my list, my continued series to try every single restaurant in Disney Springs. I'm getting pretty close to have dined at them all, actually. It's a fun project, and I love sharing it with all of you. So stay tuned for all the wonderful things coming up. Let me know if you have any fun facts about Enzo's Hideaway or the Maria and Enzo's backstory too. Let me know in the comments so that we can all read them, because I love what they did with Disney Springs when they rethemed it. I think it was like 2015, so this restaurant opened in 2017. So like in that era, they rethemed this to like an old Florida turn of the century spring town, and all the theming. I thought they did a really good job with all of that, and I love to talk about it, learn about it, share about it. So once again, I thank you all so much for joining me, sending you a ton of love. I'll see you for the next video, and until then, as always, stay enthused. Bye!